Okay, this is Beautiful, the new one by Gateway Worship, and so there's a lot of piano stuff, and I'm just going to show you what I do. So the intro is just, the chords are D, then A with the C sharp in the bass, E minor, and G, and then the right hand's doing a melody that's G, F sharp, and D for the most part. And so what you're doing with your left hand is just rolling the chord, not the full chord, but you do kind of some notes in the chord. So I'll just do the left hand really fast. And this is just an example of what I would do. It's not the same thing every time. So you just build off of this. Okay, and so then again you can go D, and then hit that C sharp, A, and C sharp. That's for the A chord with the C sharp in the bass. And you can also go lower to this E. That's E, B, and E, G, D, and G. And so what you're doing is you're playing the 1, the 5th, and then an octave up here. That's just the way I do it to roll my chords, and it helps with your timing. So now I'll play it with the right hand. And so that last G doesn't have the melody in it. You can probably just fill it in. So I'll take it from the E minor. Sorry. And so what I do is just roll the G2 just to fill the space. And so that's what you do for the intro. Something you can also try and do for the intro is doing octaves with that melody. So I'll actually start at a lower D, but it's pretty much the same thing. And so you'll find that's just a little bit, it makes it a little bit more fuller if the intro seems quiet with just one note. Okay, so then I'm just gonna play through the verse, and that's just some improv that I might do. You don't have to do the same exact thing, but it's just an example. So. So that was the verse and the pre-chorus, and once I went to the pre-chorus, I pretty much just played those chords, just pulsing them like quarter notes, because it kind of just helps with the dynamic of the song. So what the improv that I'm doing during the verse is pretty much the same thing as the intro. With my left hand, so I'm doing a 1, a 5th, and an octave. And then on my right hand, I'm just rolling parts of the chord. A lot of times I'd roll like a D2 or a G2 over here. So then I'll play through the chorus because it has some kind of weird chords through it. So it starts out with the D. So it's a D, so I'm just rolling that D, and then it does a C in the bass. So I do a C, G, and C, or you can just do the C octave. My right hand's just staying on that D. And this is a E minor 7 flat 5th with the B flat in the bass. So you're doing a B flat, D, E, G, and B flat. But for the rest of the chorus, you could just stay right here by this D, playing with the D2. So you can stop it. Go. Alright, this is the new Beautiful by Gateway Worship. And so what I'm going to do is just finish up with the bridge. You do the bridge chords for the instrumental after the chorus, so I'm going to play that, and then once the bridge comes in, you pretty much do the same thing and just keep building. So the chords are going to be D, B minor, G, and A. And And so my left hand, again, I'm just rolling the 1, 5, and the octave. And so here's the progression. So again, that's just the 1, the 5, and the octave. And you can come to me if you have questions on what a 5 and an octave is. And the melody you're playing is just the same melody from the intro. It's a G, F sharp, and a D. And so what you can do is, like in the second portion of the intro I showed you, just do octaves. And so, but if that's too hard, you could just do it with 1 and just do it higher, so you can hear it. So I'm just going to play that. And so for that last part, that A doesn't get that melody. It just, you just want to finish rolling out a chord. And you just want to practice rolling your chords with a metronome, making sure that you're on time and that your chord changes are always on the 1, but rolling them so then you fill in the extra space. And so once you start building with the bridge, you can just play chords. Once it's like the second or third or fourth time through it, I'm pretty sure I just stay on that melody line the whole time just because it gives the song something extra. So you just hit your left hand more to make it build. So you see how I just keep rolling my left hand? That's how you would help it build. And that's it.